The political battle in South Africa is becoming bigger, and new developments are creating fresh questions about what could happen next. President Cyril Ramaphosa has now taken a major step by challenging the Phala Phala report in court. This move has immediately attracted attention across South Africa and beyond because the Phala Phala matter has remained one of the most talked about political issues in the country for a long time. At the same time, Economic Freedom Fighters leader Julius Malema is making it clear that he is not ready to back down. Malema says his party will continue pushing for accountability and will continue challenging any effort that could slow down the process. This means the political contest is now moving to another level. What makes this story even more interesting is that it is no longer only about politics. It is now becoming a combination of politics, law, public opinion, and leadership. As this situation develops, many South Africans are watching closely because they want to know how everything will end. If you are enjoying this update so far, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue bringing you important stories from across Africa. Now, let us look at what is happening. For a long time, the Phala Phala issue has remained a topic of discussion because many people wanted more answers about what happened at the president's private farm. Questions were raised, investigations followed, political parties became involved, different institutions looked at different parts of the matter. Some people believed the issue should be closed. Others believed there were still many questions that needed answers. Today, those questions are once again at the center of South African politics. President Ramaphosa believes that the report being used against him contains problems that must be examined properly by the courts. His position is that legal processes must be fair and based on facts. That is why he has decided to challenge the report. His supporters say every citizen, including a president, has the right to seek legal clarity when they believe there are concerns about a process. However, those who disagree with him see things differently. They believe the matter should continue without delays. They argue that public confidence depends on transparency and accountability. This difference in opinion is creating a major political debate. And this is where Julius Malema enters the picture once again. Malema has been one of the strongest voices criticizing Ramaphosa on this issue. For years, he has argued that the public deserves complete answers. Now that Ramaphosa has gone to court, Malema says the fight is not finished. Instead, he says it is entering a new phase. This statement alone has created fresh energy around the story because many people know that whenever Malema takes a strong position on an issue, the political conversation becomes even louder. One thing that makes South African politics interesting is how quickly events can change. A story that seems quiet can suddenly return to the front pages. A legal process can become a political discussion. A political discussion can become a national debate. That is exactly what appears to be happening here. Many citizens are now asking the same question. What happens next? Will the courts agree with Ramaphosa? Will political pressure continue growing? Will Parliament become more involved? Or will an entirely new chapter emerge? At this stage, nobody knows for certain. What is clear is that the story is far from over. Every development now attracts attention because people understand that the outcome could influence South Africa's political landscape. Remember that South Africa remains one of Africa's largest economies. When major political stories emerge there, people across the region pay attention, businesses pay attention, investors pay attention, workers pay attention, families pay attention. This is because political stability often affects confidence and planning for the future. That is why this story matters beyond party politics. It is also about trust in institutions and confidence in leadership. As the legal process moves forward, different groups will continue presenting their argument. Some will support the president's decision, others will oppose it. Both sides will try to convince the public that their position is the correct one. This means the debate is likely to continue for some time. If you have reached this point in the video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps more people discover our content and keeps you updated whenever major news breaks. Now, there's another important angle that deserves attention. Leadership is always tested during difficult moments. When leaders face challenges, people often watch not only what they say, but also how they respond. Every statement matters, every decision matters, every action is examined carefully. That is exactly what is happening now. Many South Africans are carefully watching both Ramaphosa and Malema. They are listening to their words. They are observing their actions. They are trying to understand what these developments mean for the future. The reason this matters is because political trust is built over time. When questions emerge, people naturally want explanations. When explanations are given, people evaluate them. When new developments appear, opinions can change again. This cycle is part of every democracy, and South Africa is currently experiencing one of those moments. The coming weeks and months could bring important developments. Court proceedings could provide new clarity. Political leaders could make new statements. Parliament could discuss new steps. Each development has the potential to shape public opinion. For now, many people are simply watching and waiting. They want facts, they want answers, and they want to see how the process unfolds. One thing is certain: the political contest between Ramaphosa and Malema remains one of the most closely followed stories in South Africa today. And with both sides showing determination, this story may continue attracting attention for a long time. The legal battle is now underway. The political battle continues, and millions of people are watching every move.